like confetti glee. Katie Moonchild, shining so bright, bringing joy in the dark of night.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you all. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I hope you all have lots of tacos planned in your day. Or chimichangas or enchiladas, or better yet, a bit of mole de gallo. Mole is my favorite sauce. So anyway, hi everybody. Good to see you all. You put it all over on the chat so I can see what you're saying instead of looking at all the different views I have. It's good to see you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Good morning to Kelly and to Barbara and to Dolly, of course. Good morning. Good morning. You know how hard it is to make comments on the TV? Oh, I gotcha. Hi, Flowing. Good to see you. Jules, welcome. Hi. Caught you for a few minutes this morning before I had to go hit the showers. Hi, Sonia. My goodness, everybody's all coming in. You know, let's taco about it on Cinco de Mayo, right? I got an interesting taco topic for us to think and talk about today. So, yeah. Dolly has taco meat in her slow cooker already. Yeah. Oh, yum. I have made, it's been a long time, machaca beef is one of my specialties. Takes me 3 days to make it. First, it has to marinate over a 24-hour period in both tequila and whiskey, and lemon and lime and a bunch of chili flakes and salt and pepper, garlic, onion, and that all permeates for 24 hours. Talk about make the meat tender. The alcohol, woo, makes the meat so tender. The next day, you make up a sauce that I cheat. I get taco seasoning mix, burrito seasoning mix. I pour off the marinade, add a little more tequila, lemon, lime, salt, and pepper. And, you know, not a whole lot of salt because those seasonings have they have quite a bit of sodium in them. So, and then that sits for 24 hours or 12 hours. Then the next day, you just leave it in that. It'll have all the juices and everything, you know, flip it every once in a while. The second marinade, I guess you'd call it, because you're going to cook it in this. So it's not really a marinade. The second one, it makes its own gravy and everything. So then you can either put it in the oven and slow cook it in there, or slap it in your slow cooker from that point. And I use a brisket, nice big brisket. By the time you're done, it comes out to about quarter the size of when you started, but the meat is melt in your mouth. It's so good. It's a little bit different than they make it in Mexico. In Mexico, there's a lot of curing on the roof involved because they use carne seca. And carne seca, they hang over poles or wires or whatever. It's like making jerky. They take slabs of the meat, flip it over the wire, and there's restaurants here in Tucson that make their carne seca that way. But because of health department rules, they have to put it in a screen. They don't put it in a screen in Mexico. But that's okay, because that's kind of half of the fun. You know? You're living in their culture, not American, oh, I might get sick culture. Just don't drink the water. Or eat anything washed in the water. You learn which salads you can have. If you're in a resort, you're safe. You're pretty safe. But I still wouldn't have anything with ice or water. Jules stopped at the local market and picked up some carnitas and roasted chicken. Yum. Yeah, had a fiesta in here last night. My son turned up the music and began to dance. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's wonderful. That's so cool. Yes, it's so good to see everybody. You know, I've been a busy girl. My garden's coming up. I've got squash and corn and I got a pumpkin coming up, and I got broccoli coming up and cucumbers coming up, and one rose died, and a rabbit ate the flower rose that you see at the beginning, but it was almost finished. And that rose is struggling. It's having a really hard time. I kind of think I put too much fertilizer on them, or at least on that one in particular. But it's still there. It's still hanging in there. And then last night, well, it started about 3:30 yesterday afternoon. Just a little, I would hear plop, plop, plop on my nice flat roof. I'm going, no, that sounds like rain. Nah, that's just birds hopping around up there. No, it was rain. It was rain. And it started to rain. And it rained all evening, didn't stop, and all night long. And last I looked out the window this morning, it was still sprinkling out there. So my garden is going to be super duper duper happy. You were dancing with Ruben earlier to Earth, Wind, and Fire. I always dance to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah. So, yeah, I got good things going on. And then Gaia went, oh, here's your reward. Have some rain. And it rained all night. And it wasn't gully washer like we get, or it was just this nice, consistent, soaking rain. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Everything looked like it had diamonds hanging off of it this morning. Yes. Dance, dance. Hey, I'm all for that. You know me. As a matter of fact, Sonia, I was going to try the paid version of that Groove app. But this month, I can't afford it. I got too many, too many expenses. And then I have this kitty that's developed a sneeze yesterday. So I think we're going to have to go get us an antibiotic. And you know how that goes going to the vet. Thank heavens I have pet insurance. That's all I got to say. I would never recommend getting a pet without some kind of pet insurance now, because their medical care is like our medical care, almost an expense, especially if you have to have any kind of emergency care that requires MRIs or CAT scans or any of that stuff, just like it is for us. So anyway, guys, so what have you guys all got planned for today to celebrate? I know we're not in Mexico, but hey, I'm celebrating it to counter ice. I don't know about you guys, but you know, I celebrate all brown skin holidays. So stupid. Anyway, Cinco de Mayo is not the Mexican independence, but you know, it's okay. They're celebrating they ran France out, basically. Yeah, not Velvet, yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he has rhinitis, because having sneezing in it's one side of his nose, because if I try to touch that, he like pulls away. So that means his nose is really irritated. So I'm a firm believer of homeopathic medicine. I use it on myself all the time. I try that first. Usually works, and it's a lot less expensive, and it's not hard on your body because your body's doing the work. All homeopathics do it's like a drop of water in the ocean, the amount of the healing substance. And they're all herbs and things like that. So allium, that's juice from an onion, okay? And if you have congestion where you can't blow your nose and you feel like your head's going to explode, pop a couple little things of allium and let them melt in your mouth. The next thing you know, your nose is running. Because, gee, when you cut an onion, what does it do but make your sinuses run? That's the best example I can give you about homeopathics. The least amount of it you take, the more effective it is. I know, isn't that ass backwards? So for him, um, there's a general barium. It's a kind of iron. It's really good for helping you with viruses and that kind of thing. Now, I'm not a doctor. It helps me with viruses and that kind of thing. So I put a little bit of that in his water, and by the time we went to sleep last night, he wasn't sneezing as much. This morning, he's not sneezing as much, although when he does sneeze, it's productive. Yesterday, it was that dry, you could tell, irritated sneeze, and then he'd lick his lips a lot after. Poor baby. And the kitty got a cold. So, yeah. So, thank you. Of course, I panic. I get scared because of how the other two kitties died. And that's a trauma. I mean, that was a severe trauma for me when my other two cats died. Um, so I have to calm myself down when something goes wrong with Koru. It's like, don't panic. It's not a repeat performance. Anyway, let's take a look at a poem. Let me turn on the other camera. You guys have plans for today? Yeah, I am. There's our book or our poem from the Spirit book, Thoughts to Inspire and Motivate, with illustrations by. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to freeze up on you. I had to unplug everything because some parts of town had thunderstorms. So I had to unplug my Ethernet cable. And I forgot it was unplugged. And then all of a sudden I lost my connection to my Wi-Fi, which is frustrating, considering the modem is just not even across the room. Anyway, hi. Back to what I was saying. Oh, the Spirit book. This is too bright. Off that light. There we go. Illustrations by Josephine Wall, my favorite artist. So let's see what our poem is. I hold the book up like this and let it fall open. And today, it fell open to a nature message. Let me make me go away. Oh, but if I do that, then you can't hear me. Put it down here. I know. I'm going to hide you guys off of the screen for a minute. I'll be right back. There we go. Now we can see the whole thing. Look at this. I want you to see all the stuff in this picture. Squirrel and birds and flowers and mushrooms and crystals and look over here. Is that a hedgehog or a possum or a gopher? And of course, it's a child that's appreciating it all. Isn't that gorgeous? I could just get lost in her artwork. And I'll go ahead and hold up the little poem for you. It's by Eleanor Roosevelt. Those who never sink into this piece of nature lose a tremendous well of strength, for there is something healing and life-giving in the mere atmosphere surrounding a country house. Feel the peace in that picture. It's that little girl's looking at that bird. There. I want you guys to focus on today. Focus on nature and the beauty. I love all of the posts. Oh my goodness, that Annie Bear has been posting on her posts with all the beautiful pictures. Way to show. Oh yeah, look what you got to look at. Way to show walking in the beauty way. Huh? Look what I uncovered. Guess what I've been making the last few days? They're fun to make too. Dominoes. Remember me showing you the parts of the prickly pear cactus? The skeleton of the prickly pear? Here, this is the blank one. The blank domino is a good one to show you what's on the inside. See how that looked as it turned out? You turn it sideways. I think the sideways view is cool. Oh, let's show the bubbles. I have to fix this one. There's several of them that had bubbles. But see, isn't that cool looking? I just thought dominoes were fun. And I can make them in any color combination that anybody wants. So if you want me to make you a set of dominoes, you know, you go camping, that kind of stuff, dominoes are especially made out of resin, man. They're tough. So yeah, I would absolutely love to make you a set of dominoes. This is what the backs look like. They're just kind of marbled. I tried to make it look like malachite, but you know, I'm not really good at making fake gems, so they just turned out kind of pretty. I thought they were fun. And then, let me see if I can push them off here so we have room for some other things. And I had a bunch of resin left over. The chronic issue. Well, I did that in 3 pours, so it was hard to guess how much I was going to need each time. So this is what I did with my overflow. Oh, you can't see him. Let's put him on something white. And you remember the 4. Let me see. Put these guys. I got to make pendants out of these guys. It was just to use up the overflow. Or overpour. But, guys, no? I think you could make this guy be a big pendant if you're into the bigger pendants. And then make a set of earrings out of these. Anyway, I thought he was cute. And then today... Was that today? No, that was yesterday. Getting my days running together. Today, I had this delivered. So we're going to do a turtle video. You're going, what the heck is that? It's called a shaker. And those of you who are into the resin game, you know what a shaker is. We're going to have to do a shaker show. And just pour all these turtles all at once. This guy will make like a paperweight or something. Okay. This part right here makes a cavity. like a miniature jar, and you fill that up with glitter and beads or whatever pretties you want to put in there. This is the shell. If I can get it to show you the inside, you can see the division. There you go. See the divisions in the shell. You pour this in clear, you can make the rest of this in any color you want to. You fill up the thing with, you fill it up, the space, the cavity, with all your little goodies, your glitter and stuff that's going to shake around, and then you glue on the shell on the top. And so when you shake it, it's like a rattle. It's a rattle for adults. Let's go for it. So anyway, you can buy all kinds of different kinds of shakers, but I'm really into turtles right at the moment. So I got the turtle one. And that's the last thing I'm purchasing from Amazon. I'm promising you guys, so I hold to it. The Met Gala last night was the part that kind of straw that broke the camel's back. Those, those people are hungry. The money that was spent on just the dresses and costumes alone could have fed a lot of hungry people. So enjoy walking up your steps and having your very expensive dinner. And I hope that you don't feel guilty about it. Okay. Sorry about that. That's weird because I'm directly connected. Gotta be the rain. Might be getting ready to lose my internet. So let's get going on some cards and inspiration. And yeah. Today, what I wanted you to think about as we go through this day. This month, I have a theme for us. Each week, we're going to be talking about one of these. The 4 agreements. Today, we're going to be talking about being impeccable with your word, speaking with integrity. So let me introduce this to you. It's a book by Don Miguel Ruiz. I'm sorry if you don't speak Spanish. Ruiz. In Spanish, it's pronounced Reese. Anyway, let's just show them to you, let you think about them. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. And always do your best. You live your life by those 4 agreements. Those 4 pillars. You'll make it just fine through anything that comes your way. So, today, be impeccable with your word, speak with integrity. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. Let me come back. Hi. So, add my other half over here and add you guys back. Click, click, click. There we go. Hi. Okay. This is our quote for today. People generally see what they look for and hear what they listen for. Harper Lee. If you wake up seeing a great day, chances are you will find reasons to make it a great day. I'm going to add one more thing to that. When you wake up and you're recognizing and giving thanks for the great day that you have been given. Be thankful for all the reasons that are going to be coming your way for a better day today. So, if you wake up looking for a great day, you'll find it. Basically, what this card is telling you is whatever you're focused on when you wake up in the morning and you really want to find it, that's what you're going to find during your day. So if you wake up, which we do, out of sorts, kind of worn out, and you're going to find reasons all through your day that make you all worn out. We create our reality with our thoughts and words. That also goes along with Don Miguel Ruiz at first. Be mindful of your words. To be mindful of your words, you must be mindful of your thoughts, because the thought comes before the word. And some of us, they come at the same time and they come out at the same time without a filter. That first agreement is telling you to have a filter. Mind what you say, because you don't know what someone's going through at the moment. What you say might just crush their day, and it's not being your intention. So, Dolly says, I believe that. I believe that. I start my day with writing in my gratitude journal, and that always makes me feel bright and optimistic. I love that. That's a wonderful thing to do to start your day. Highly recommend that. I also recommend that you do it more than once a day. Get partway through your day. See what's happened that you might want to add in there that you're grateful for. Make that each day, make that a running list. Not a list of 5 or 3, or just a list of, as they pop up, ooh, I need to go add that in my journal. What that's going to do is get you more accustomed to wanting to turn to your journal as things happen. Oh my gosh, yes. Mind what you say to yourself. Number 1, nobody is going to be your hero. Nobody is going to rescue you except you. So if you're filled with criticism of yourself constantly, that undermines and demeans your confidence. I started to say consciousness. Kind of does that too. Your confidence. And when you portray a face of confidence that doesn't have the energy equal to it, people have a tendency to not think of you as being a credible person, or what you're saying as being a credible topic. Mind your thoughts. And like I'm constantly telling you guys, you got to be your own best friend. You've got to be your comfort source. When you're having a rough day, part of you inside is dying to tell you, it's okay. It's just today. Yeah, it's right now. What can you do to make it better now? What happened 5 minutes ago? It happened 5 minutes ago. Doesn't mean you have to forget about it, but it just means it's done. Let it go. Take what you need from it and let it go. Yes, our self-talk is key to our reality. Our self-talk is what creates our reality. Kelly? Exactly. So I can get that to go. Restream made an update and some changes, and I'm getting used to my screen. I wish these guys would decide what they're going to do and then, just like let it do. You know, try it for a while before you change it again. Will you do us a favor? Oh, I tell you. Oh, you're going to have to leave, my dear? Well, you have a great class. And we'll see you tonight. I love you. Have a terrific, terrific night. If you're interested, Sonia has a women's support group tonight at 4 o'clock, 4:30 on her channel on Coffee Chat Oracle. I started to chat and talk at the same time. Chat. Anyway, hello, Fibro Brain. Go to her website where the link is at for anybody who might want to join us. It's terrific. I really am looking forward to it, Sonia. We'll see you tonight. Mwah. Have a wonderful day, my friend. So, let's see what our crystal is for today. Put this guy up over here. And yeah, it's something in the Bible. So, something pretty common. Put this in my lap. It's from the Crystallary Oracle cards. Our card today is Anchor In with Hematite. Foundation. Lots of. I love how it is showing the spiral of the Mandelbrot equation. Sacred geometry is fantastic. I love this card. Set it down here so you guys can look at it. Well, I tell you about it. It has a Mohs hardness of 5 to 6.5. Anchor in, Hematite instructs. Whether it's your thoughts running rampant, your energy shooting off in 70 directions, your spirit wanting to fly free from your skin. Hematite's message is the same. Anchor in. Reach down into your being, find your core, and find yourself connected to that heart of the earth. Let the sun in the planet's center sing to the sun in your blood, reminding you of your roots. Let the structure of this iron-rich stone support you and your thoughts and anchor your emotions so that you can bring your best self forward and ripple that energy out to those around you. Oh, thank you for putting that up there, Dolly. There's the for Sonia's to register for her group. We'd love to have you join us. It's women supporting women. And we all pretty much know each other in there. We're all from here, so it's really cool to put a face to the name. And what says the number one thing is what is said in chat. What is said in support group stays there. So that we can really open up. I love it. It's wonderful. Thank you so much, Sonia. So, hematite, you guys. I love hematite. That's a pretty stone. I like this card. We've gotten it before. It's a little bit dark in here. I know I shouldn't do this, but I got to turn that back on or I can't see to read. Its color comes in silver or red, and the appearance is brain-like, red or gray when unpolished, and shiny when polished. It's heavy in all sizes. It's very common, so it's not rare. It is found in Britain, Italy, Brazil, Sweden, Canada, and Switzerland. For healing, hematite aids circulatory problems such as Raynaud's disease. Ooh, I have that. I don't know if can you see the little red spots all over my hand? That's Raynaud's disease. It's a circulatory issue. My hands go numb sometimes. My fingers go numb. Especially when they're cold. Blood conditions such as anemia also. It supports the kidneys in cleansing the blood, and it regenerates tissue. Hematite stimulates the absorption of iron and the formation of red blood clots. It treats leg cramps, anxiety, and insomnia, and aids spiritual alignment and fractures. Ooh, so if you've got a broken bone, if you're a person with osteoporosis and you might have fractures, maybe you ought to wear. Because when you have osteoporosis bad enough, your fractures, it's hard for them to heal. And you get them so easily. I'm gonna be wearing a hematite bracelet, I think, from now on. Use as an elixir for fevers. The place you place it, position. I can get my lips to connect to the tongue. Base the top of the spine to facilitate spinal manipulation. Hold or place this as appropriate for healing or calming. Hematite should not be used where inflammation is present or for long periods of time. So I guess I won't get a hematite bracelet and wear it from now on. Don't wear it for long periods of time. I'm glad I saw that. I did not know that about hematite. Fascinating. Such a pretty card. I love the colors in this card. Don't they kind of remind you of Frank Lloyd Wright, Dolly? They do me. Got that rusty orangey brown and harvest gold, and then you've got avocado green, and even the teal is kind of a smoky color, like the Craftsman. I love that. That's a pretty card. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Guess I can take that down now. In case you guys wanted to do class tonight, please definitely register. You'll love it. Well, I'm making assumptions. I shouldn't do that. And I did just shit on myself. Please fine tune. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Let's see what we get for some of our stones. Yeah, his prayer style era. Yeah. I love Frank Lloyd Wright. I was watching, what was it? Oh, I was watching a TV show called Hometown on Discovery Plus. It's on, I think it's on HGTV. I'm pretty sure it's an HGTV's show. They're always they're in this little town in Mississippi, Laurel, Mississippi, and they're fixing up old houses for people. And now I forgot what I was going to tell you. And then he started, oh, yeah. And they're redoing an architect's loft. He lived up above his business that had caught on fire. And so they were redoing it. And because he's an architect, he loves Frank Lloyd Wright. So, oh, good. Cool, Jules. It'll be cool to see you there tonight. Yahoo! So he calls himself Frank Lloyd Wrong. So they made him a really cool lamp that was from the Prairie Building with the waterfall that underneath it. Damn it, I can't remember the name of it right at the moment. Anyway, I just keep thinking Taliesin because we have a Taliesin here in Arizona. Frank Lloyd Wright. Frank Lloyd Wright, he liked to do his thing here too. The Biltmore Hotel in Phoenix is a Frank Lloyd Wright who's building. Oh my goodness, I have rented lips today. I apologize. Add that to the fibromyalgia fog in the brain, and let me tell you, my life can be so much fun. And it's raining. And I love it. I love the rain. Okay, we got 3 good ones. They just kind of all came out in my hand. First one is, ooh, good card. Put that under there. First card is faith. Stone is faith. Next one is focus. Ooh, we got a triple F today. We got faith, focus, and friends. I love that. And we're going to be using these little cards. I love this little deck. Even though the font can be a little hard to read. This is actually the name of the deck. That's a card from the deck. This is the name of the deck. The Growth Mindset Affirmations. It's so much fun. I love this little deck. And it came in the little plastic box, too. So, it's really cool to travel. I stick it in my backpack every time I go out. So let's see what we're going to find out. What do we need to know about faith? Tell us about faith, please. Nah, no one's judgy. You can't be supportive. Judgy and supportive are the opposites of each other. So, faith today. What do we need to know about faith today? Okay. That one on top. I choose to be calm and centered. With each deep breath, I am feeling more grounded. Ooh. And now, the backside. Give us a little exercises. When and where do I feel most calm and at peace? Is there a way for me to incorporate this time and peace into my everyday life? What helps me? What's that word? Gosh, see what I mean about the fonts? Oh, free. No, free? Feel. What helps me feel? Yeah. What helps me feel more calm and grounded when I get upset? What 3 songs that help invoke the feeling of calm for me? I love it how it's bringing music in. And what is a past memory that helps me feel calm when I think about it? I like that. That goes with faith. You know, when you're completely solid and firm in your faith, you're centered, you're grounded, and you're at peace. And it comes from way down deep. Yeah, confidentiality is so important to feeling of safety. Yeah, well, it wouldn't be a support group if we didn't have our confidentiality rule. Nobody would talk. We'd just talk about superficial stuff. So. And the thing that's cool about it is it's not like broadcasted anywhere. This is just for us. It's like, I also want to do craft night. That's the other announcement. Craft night on I believe it's the 14th, Thursday. That's a week from this Thursday at 4 o'clock. Why don't we make it, Sonia, would it be better? Oh, she's not here. Sonia gets off work at 4, so let's make it at 4:30. Let's give her some time to get it together and calm down before she has to come and join us for Craft Club. And if you're interested in that, just shoot me an email. My email's in the description down there. Shoot me an email and I'll send you a link to the Craft Club. What we're going to be doing this time is going to be fun and different. And I find it very essential as a card reader. Let me take a pause from this for a moment. Let me find them where to put my cards. There you are. We're going to make a yes-no card deck. So the first thing that you will need to find to get are, you can use an do you have an old poker deck that maybe is missing a couple cards? Use that. Use that. It'll be perfect for what we're going to be doing. This is my yes-no deck, okay? It's really easy, really simple. I think there's 6 yes, 6 no, and 2 blanks. The blanks are to let you know when to stop pulling cards. If you keep getting balanced answers, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. When you pull one and then you get this, that's when you stop. So one will have more than the other. Whichever one has more yes or more no, there's your answer. That's how simple it is. I made this with alcohol ink on blank cards, as I just dropped a whole bunch of them on the back. And I made rainbows on the back side. That's what they all look like on the back. So that's what we're going to be making. It's only an hour long. I dropped them all. Looks like I might be making me a new deck. I think I got them all. There's one missing. There's a total of 12 cards. Yeah, one's still down here on the floor somewhere. I'll find it later, heck. But that's what we're going to be making. So, if you want to come and make your own yes-no cards, let me tell you, I use those cards every day. Constantly. I'll be watching a video and I want to know if it's AI or not. I ask those cards. And they're usually very right on. So, okay, back to our sentiment stones. I'm sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained today, aren't I? So, next card, or next stone, is the focus. So, faith, we choose to be calm and centered with each deep breath. Okay. Shuffle once. And we get this goes good with focus. Every mistake I make is progress. What is one of my favorite mistakes that I've made recently? Ooh, good question. What was the positive outcome that came out of making this mistake? Do you have any fears? See, that F looks like an R, doesn't it? Do you have any fears around making mistakes? How can I overcome this? I used to be the kind of person that I was so afraid of making mistakes that when I made one, I would never admit it to anyone. Oh my goodness. Because that would have... I thought when you made mistakes, it meant you were weak. Until I started admitting that I was making mistakes. When I made a mistake, I was like, oops, I screwed up. And it's amazing how much strength comes from that. Don't hide. Don't hide you. We need you. Friends. It's the next one. I'm trying to think of this sentence. I love this faith, focus, and friends. We don't really need a sentence. Ooh, that one's sticking right up. For friends we get. I learn from and value feedback from others. I love constructive criticism. Destructive criticism or just criticism for criticism's sake, you might as well hold your breath because I won't listen. But when it's constructive, I will pay attention. And I am listening. When was the last time someone gave me feedback on something I worried on? Oh, wow. What did they say and what did I learn? I'll give you an example of that right now. I go through phases because my channel grows so slowly, which don't get me wrong, I love that. But I put a lot of work into this. Because my channel grows so slowly, I question whether Spirit wants me to keep doing it. And on those days when I have that happen, I will get a comment, a text, or an email from someone who got something really important out of what I said or did, or the card that I showed. Or maybe they just got a smile because they got to relax watching a resin video that didn't have anybody going mar, 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 mar at them, and it's just music. Because that's my resin videos. They're there for to relax. I'm not there to teach you how to do resin. There's thousands of tutorial resin channels out there. So that's what I'm saying. I worry about, too, saying the wrong thing. But you know what? Before I start and I open up sacred space, I ask Spirit to speak through me. So 90% of what you're hearing right now is not Katie. Oh, thank you. Hey, it's raining here, so I thought, let's have some rain in the background. I also have birds and all that kind of stuff. I'm all about the bells and whistles. Let's make it fun and entertaining, right? Let's have fun here. Thank you very much, Jules. How can I continue to accept feedback graciously? Oh, that's a toughie. What is my initial reaction when someone gives you feedback? And how does this make you feel? When someone criticizes you, how do you feel? Whether it's constructive, destructive, or whatever. How does that make you feel? Have I ever received feedback that I did not agree with? And how did I handle this? If you have a YouTube channel, that happens to you a lot. If you have your comments where people can leave comments and you talk about anything controversial, hello, get ready. You're going to get bombarded. The trolls, the bots, and everybody else will find you. But it's okay. It's all right. You know what I do with them? I 86 them. Sorry. Here's a good example. I can get hundreds of comments of support and love and everything from you guys. I love you all so much because you do that for me. And then all of a sudden one day, on one of my videos, I'll get somebody who says, ooh, I might be here we go. This happened on a visit. This actually happened on a live stream. I was unmolding this axolotl, right? My rainbow axolotl. And this woman goes, total stranger, goes, ew, I hate lizards. She's gone. Bye-bye. That's it. That was so weird. Remember that, Dolly? Dolly's the one who kicked her out. It was funny. Just don't write the number on the shells. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and don't put the number 47 after it. You can put 45 and 47 after it as far as I'm concerned. I don't care. Put me on a list. I don't care. Shut my channel down. I don't care. I'm not keeping my mouth shut. I love my country. I'm not going to turn it over to these people, to these lunatics. So, and I know I'm speaking to the choir here. You get called fat lesbian a lot? Oh, sweetie. Well, what do they know? First of all, how much weight have you lost in the last 6 months? You are doing more work on you than those bots would even know where to start. First of all, they got to start by looking in the damn mirror. Most of them are, well, bots don't have anything. Yeah, bots are computers. But trolls are people. And they don't like what they see in the mirror. So, 51 pounds! So, hey, let's see them have that kind of dedication to changing themselves, right? My lovely, beautiful, wonderful, beautiful woman. And I'm sorry that happens to you. But I also know you well enough to know, yeah, they can keep pushing you. We really shouldn't do that. We're talking about a wolf here. That woman, that Dolly girl, she's a wolf. Don't make her mad. Don't push her. Anyway, finally, I'm pulling a card to sum this little sentiment stones up with. You get weird, creepy stuff too when you go live? I know. Yeah. Well, you know what? Dolly and I, where we met, was in a group of people that are very controversial. And she and I were both trying to help them, being the good Samaritans that we are. We got caught up in a really negative community. But because, I mean, we're talking professionals, con artists and stuff. In Slab City, California. I'll come out there and I'll put it out there. And we both learned a great deal. Besides that, Dolly has another channel that she used to do gaming on. that got big, pretty big. And I've learned so much about how special our group is because of how it is that what Dolly went through with her other channel, with her main channel. And now that's just pretty much for family and friends. So, yeah. Yeah, we met because of Slab City. Hey, I was in a rowdy phase. I was in a let's numb it out phase in my life. I'd been going through some really hard times, and I didn't have running water at the time, and neither did the people out there. And they didn't have running water because the city was trying to make them leave because they're homeless. The local town was trying to make them all go, get out of here, when they were on BLM land and private land. So they thought the best way we could make these homeless people leave is just not give them any access to water to drink. This is in the Mojave Desert, you guys. I don't know. It's by the Salton Sea. Just south of the Salton Sea. Down here by Yuma, actually. So, that angered me. You can't take away something like water. People die without water. And that's exactly what they were counting on. People weren't going to die. They were going to leave. So, a bunch of us got on the bandwagon and started donating money and all. I mean, they scammed the crap out of us. I never gave them any money. I can tell you that for sure. But as we started figuring things out, Dolly and I started getting vocal and asking them questions. It made them back off, and we became enemies to the community. I used to just do a live stream, and that was it. On Wednesday nights, I think it was at 7 o'clock, 6 or 7 o'clock. Happy hour. And it lasted. My longest live stream was 5 hours of just talking to you guys, talking to people in the chat and laughing and drinking and smoking. And it was like ladies' night in the bar. You want to talk about attract all the wrong kind of people on YouTube? That's the original channel I used to have. So yeah, I ended up with a stalker and all kinds of shit. I had to shut down for almost 4 years. I shut down for a long time. And Spirit kept bugging me and bugging me and bugging me to come back to YouTube to do this. And I was like, it's not safe. I'm not going through that again. And I was promised that Spirit was going to keep me safe. So, in honor of Spirit keeping me safe here talking to you guys, that's why this channel grows slow. It's a safe place. If it was, I don't know, like Linda G and some of these guys that have like 100,000 subscribers now. You don't know those people you're talking to. But I know you guys. We share, we're friends, we're family, and we truly care about each other. We text each other, we know each other in here. And that makes me happy, thank you. So, to sum up our little stones here, positive attitude is my superpower. I don't know about you guys. It's mine. People have asked me in the past what drugs I'm on. Because when I'm at work and I'm around other people, I am always positive. I very seldom show my frustrations or anger. I wait till I get home and that shit, and then I would like cry, throw things, that kind of stuff, because it'd been bottled up all day. But I was always happy and joyful to other people. You gotta go. Okay. Well, it's 5 minutes past time. It stabbed me in your ear. Hi, Mom. You tell Mom. Tell Nancy I said hi. I love her. You're good to see her. And did you tell her about the marigolds? They got little bunny decided that they would make a real good meal. so I don't have marigolds from Wisconsin growing in my burrow anymore. That's okay. Next week, the triple digits come back, and they're not going to go away. It's that time of year. So, but it still frustrates me. I did plant them in other parts of the yard, and they are coming up there. So, we'll see what happens. But positive attitude is my superpower. We're going to go out with this here. When was the last time my positive attitude helped me get through a challenging situation? How can a positive attitude help me when I find myself in an unwelcome situation? What are 3 songs that uplift me? You know, I can use this for journal prompts. What are 3 things I like to do to promote a more positive mindset? You know what I like to do? Take my shoes and socks off and go sit in the dirt. Not today, though. I'll be sitting in the mud. But I can put my feet in the mud. I love to do that. And have the mud squish up between my toes. I'm a funny girl. I'm a barefoot girl to begin with. So I seldom wear shoes. I wear them outside because I don't like to step on thorns and stickers, as we have in the desert. So, finally, Stoicism is our message for tonight, our Stoicism. But first, once again, people generally see what they look for and hear what they listen for. If you wake up seeking a great day, chances are you will find reasons to make it a great day. That's what I wish for you, all of you, today. And then tonight, the answer to your problems is to see who is your problem, who has your problem. Ooh. The answer to your problem is to see who has your problem. Oh, and I can't, who is it? They always write that in a dark writing, and I can't tell who it is. Bear with me a second. Ooh. Oop. There we go. Ramana Maharishi. Go away, light. Come on, turn off. Helps if I hit the right button, you know? Imagine someone you love is experiencing the same problem you are facing right now. What would you say to them? Oh, how would you help them? You know, often when I'm giving people advice, when they come to me with, frustrations and stuff, and I'm trying to help them calm themselves, I hear spirit in the back of my head saying, "Are you listening to yourself?" So I'm going to leave you with that. Are you listening to yourself when you give advice? Are you listening to that advice? Are you following your own advice in your life? I love you guys. We're doing this. We're doing it together. We're supporting each other. I will see you later on tonight in the ladies support group if you're coming. And, I'm so glad you're here. If you're new and you want to subscribe, welcome to the tribe. We're glad to have you. It's a safe place. Come hang out with us. And we're doing this together. All of us, because together we will thrive. And I will see you next time. Let me get over here where I need to be, and I'll see you. I didn't read us the card of the day. Let me get that right quick. Show you that. It's really important. It has a good story to go with it. We have the passion flower as our card for today. Sorry, this is 2 weeks I've kind of gone, like, I've done this. Ah, okay. There it is. This is from the Herbal Astrology Oracle card deck. And for the numerology, I'm using the Angel Numbers book by Kyle Gray as usual. The card number, as you see, is number 43. Angels, your loved ones and guides and masters who can support you are all with you now. Know that help is only a thought away. Our card is the Passion Flower card, which speaks of sacrifice, surrender, choosing growth, trusting discernment, and rituals of letting go. Passion flower, a precious botanical native to Central and South America, was named for the Passion of the Christ, referring to his suffering and death by Roman Catholic priests in the 1500s. It was also called La Flor de la Cinca Iglas. Sorry, my Spanish is not so great. Or the flower of the 5 wounds, referring to Christ's stigmata. The 5 petals, the 5 petals, get down here all the way to where everybody is. The 5 petals and 5 petal-like cepas of the flower represent the 10 apostles who remained faithful to Jesus throughout the Passion. The circle of hair-like ray around the petals represent Jesus' crown of thorns. Passion flower has been used as an aphrodisiac, hypnotic, andoline, sedative, and a nervous system tonic. The leaf tea became popular in North American medicine in the mid-1800s for similar uses as in South American traditions. It has been used because it tranquilizes edgy nerves and helps with insomnia, moods, disorders, headaches, colic, migraines, menstrual cramps, diarrhea, neuralgia, eye disorders, epilepsy and convulsions, and muscle spasms and pain. Passion flower symbolizes surrender, sacrifice, and the crucifixion of the ego. Passion flower resembles the need to sacrifice in order to make peace and move forward. The all-seeing, double-eyed owl symbolizes the great understanding perceived of both sides, whether it is upside down or inside out, and bestows Goddess Passion Flower with unseen truth as she performs rituals for letting them go. Owl is symbolic of discernment and able to light up what needs to be seen. Passion flower today might reflect the need to suspend actions that aren't aligned to your spiritual path. Are there certain decisions or actions you've made that you must sacrifice in order to reassess your direction? Honor your intuition. It's okay if projects or original ideas come into an unexpected halt. Discernment is key to experience greater truth and the opportunities that go with that. So, as started to do a minute ago, I'm going to send you all out. You guys have the most terrific day. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Together we're going to thrive, and we're going to do it with passion. I love you. Take care now. Bye.
Katie Moonchild, shining so bright, bringing joy in the dark of night. Her smile's a beacon cutting through every shadow. Her laughter's new. With the twirl, she catches stars, stars. Katie